This next one's for our friends in Washington. You know that measure 52% of you voted on last November to cap the price of car tabs at $30? Initiative 976. It was a really big deal at the time. Well, the Washington Supreme Court this morning said that voter-approved initiative is unconstitutional, and they struck it down for two specific reasons. First, the justices said it violated Washington's Constitution because the initiative wasn't limited to a single subject. Second, the description on the ballot was misleading, they said. This is the guy who spearheaded the initiative. That's Tim Eyman. He's an anti-tax activist. He tried lots of times to get anti-tax initiatives on Washington's ballots. None of them have passed legal muster. Not just this time, every time. A judge had blocked Initiative 976 from going into effect until the Supreme Court could even weigh in. So it fell on Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson to defend that initiative because it passed by the will of the people. Obviously, Ferguson wasn't successful there because the court shot it down today, but Ferguson isn't exactly taking the blame for this defeat in court. In fact, he is blaming specifically Eyman for writing a poorly crafted initiative that was impossible to defend, which leads us to tonight's quote of the day from A.G. Ferguson and the statement he sent out this morning saying Tim Eyman will, of course, do what he has done throughout this case, blame everyone but himself.